me too. Next up, we are checking out a request. This is a Lucy song. So we're looking at, well, it's not her original song. So this is "She Used to Be Mine" from Waitress musical. I'm not familiar with the musical. It looks like just upon quick googling, Jesse Mueller originated the role of Jenna. Performed the song on Broadway 2016. Sarah Bareilles wrote the music and lyrics for Waitress. Um, cool. Yeah, I mean, with stuff like this, with covers, I typically I'm not going to get too deep into lyrical meaning, especially if I haven't seen a musical. So I couldn't possibly provide context without having had watched it. But for the purposes of just checking out what and Lucy's young here, so this was done like for I think the Voice UK Kids. She did it like in 2018. So anyways, go support Lucy. Go like, go subscribe. That's what we're always here for, is to support the artist. If you're new to my channel or new to Lucy stuff, it's pretty. She's she's pretty incredible. She can make anything beautiful. And make even songs that are already inherently beautiful, and kind of just put her own little Lucy, you know additions to it, and little things that she does. But she never really like goes crazy out of the lane of the original songs when she's doing covers. She kind of just sings things how they're supposed to, and it's pretty incredible. But anyways, yeah, go support Lucy, go like, go subscribe. Of course, love to have you guys here as well. Make sure you like, comment, make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel. And let's dive in.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken, won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up, baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Hold on 1 second here. It's interesting. It's when you look at the title, "She Used to Be Mine," initially it would lead me to believe that the song is about. And again, I told you I wasn't going to get into lyrics, but it's kind of what I do. So I have to listen. Um, but it's almost like the narrative. Initially like was, "She Used to Be Mine" was like, I was assuming it would be like, uh, you know, a a relationship conversation of kind of just reflecting on, um you know somebody else, and they used to be mine, and somewhat of a, like I said, a reflection. But what this sounds like is more of like a conversation with yourself. um it sounds like, from the Waitress standpoint, obviously she talked about her apron, her shoes, her, so it's almost like she's kind of feels like she lost herself in a way, and she's just reflecting on the little things that have kind of like, when, if you ever like are in a position where you're like, how did I get here? And let me think about, certain things that bother me about the steps that were taken or were not taken, right? Is kind of how this song sounds. And again, not having seen it, I don't really know context, but that's kind of what I'm gathering so far. She's singing it beautifully. This is it's not a it's not like an upbeat fun song. This is something where you gotta pull something out of your heart. It's also a very mature song for someone her age, which is you could credit her for just as good as she is with connecting to emotions and whatnot. But
And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you. You're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew will be reckless just enough.
it's kind of a deep song when you think about it. Just diving into yourself, and like trying to figure out like if I could do this all over again, I'd do so many things differently. But like I feel like that anybody in life could pretty much say that. 99% of us, could probably do things in different ways, but that's no one's perfect, and you live and you learn and you get to where you are because of choices that you make, be it good or bad. But
We'll be reckless just enough. We'll get hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love? And then she'll get stuck and be scared at the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to find just a little to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone but used to be mine. Used to be mine. She's messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
yeah, beautiful. And again, like um without like knowing I would imagine if I listened to the original, it'd probably sound similar to that because I've seen enough Lucy videos to know that she doesn't really change a ton. I could be wrong because again, I haven't heard the original. I don't know the musical. It is as we know directly kind of in her lane. Um, she anything like she has this kind of this especially when it comes to stuff from musicals and shows and stuff like that. She has this kind of star quality that you can't really learn. It's just kind of like a God-given talent thing. But no, that was really beautiful. It's again, it's interesting to like to hear that song by somebody so young, um, and it makes sense because I mean, those are when you're her age at this time in your teens. You don't have that much to. I mean, this is just time wise. you actually don't have that much to really reflect on. So connecting with a song like that is deeper rooting in being introspective, um, is probably harder than she made it look right there. And that's kind of one of the cool things about her is being able to connect with lyrics and portray things in a way that she maybe doesn't really need to fully get it to like dig into the emotion and stuff. And not saying that she doesn't. She probably, I'm sure she heard it plenty, and I'm sure she gets it. But I mean, at that age, like to have a song like that that's rooted in just you're looking back on your life and figuring things out. Like it's just naturally like it's if you it'd be tough for me to do um in my 20s, in my 30s even. It's one of those things that like it's a coming of age thing that you sort of start to get as you get older. um but I'm not even in my 20s or 30s yet. I'm still 19, so I wouldn't know. I'm just kidding. No, really, really beautiful. Everything she does is she beautifies everything. We know that. I don't really have words for her most of the time, so it's always a pleasure to check out stuff that I haven't seen yet. So I definitely appreciate the request, and send me any Lucy you want. And I weirdly I feel like I've done a lot of her stuff, but like I still feel like I haven't. Um, so go support, go like, go subscribe, and yeah, of course, love to have you guys here as well. Make sure you like, comment, make sure you're subscribed. Appreciate it very much. It does help the channel, and we'll talk to you in the next.